Yo, what's up? It's Jarrell here, back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, our focus is going to be on the book of Hebrews. We're in chapter 12, and it's going to be a quick study. But when I say quick, please don't confuse that for us trying to rush through this or us trying to do this in haste. That is not the case. When I say a quick study, I am speaking of this is going to be a short study because we're focusing on only 2 verses, but a very impactful 2 verses. So as we focus on these 2 verses, the topic and the main focus that we're trying to take away from this is discipline, and the reason why discipline is so important when it comes to this walk with Christ. And let us understand that Jesus doesn't hide this from us. This isn't anything that Jesus tries to keep just somewhere hidden in when we come to follow him. Now he finally reveals this. That's not the case. Jesus makes this clear when we read in the book of Luke, chapter 14, the cost of discipleship. And if you've read the cost of discipleship, you know that Jesus just lays it out. There's no sugarcoating. There's no maybe, or this is a suggestion. Jesus just lays it flat out. I mean, even to the point where the language he uses is trying to get us to understand that we ought to love him more than we love anyone around us. And even in verse 33, that we must renounce all to follow him. So discipline plays such an important part in this path. But let us explore why discipline plays such an important part in this path of following Christ as we look towards his word, of course. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking at Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Now let's start with the reason why we ought to be disciplined. Now I think discipline is very important, but I also think the reason behind why we are disciplined is also important, because although discipline is a very good thing, we don't want to be disciplined for the wrong reasons, meaning the intention of our heart, why we are trying to be disciplined, right? So we understand our discipline is for the sake of Christ, so that he is glorified and